Welcome back to Heroes and Villains HQ. Today we're going to continue the Revenge of the Sith series, Nostalgia or Nonsense, with one of the fan favorites, Senator Padme Amidala. So let's jump in. Now let's take a look at Padme Amidala. So this figure is number 19 in the line, so one of the first few that were released. Another round of checklist characters on the back. And this is the iteration of her when she goes to Mustafar after Anakin executes Order 66. Let's crack this open. Okay, now an in-depth look at the figure. You can see she comes with a really awesome stand from Mustafar, as well as her classic blaster pistol. You can see the stand here has some nice rock and lava effect, and then the platform of the Mustafar mining base. This is a really cool add-in. Her blaster is the classic Naboo pistol. Kind of got bent there, but it is 20 years old. And then her figure is of her when she visits Mustafar to try and save Anakin before he becomes Darth Vader. This is when she is pregnant, so the skirt piece here, while the figure isn't any larger, the skirt is kind of formed around her waist to give the illusion of her being pregnant with Luke and Leia. Other than that, the paint dealing is very minimal, just browns and tans, and then the gold kind of pendant in the middle of her chest there. The hair sculpt is really great, giving that long braided look. And then onto the face sculpt, which I can't tell if it looks good or bad. At some angles it looks good, at some angles it looks bad. I'm not sure. I will say about this figure, this is one of the only Revenge of the Sith figures of Padme, which is really interesting, especially given how many different iterations and outfits she wears in the prequel trilogy. The fact that in this Revenge of the Sith line, there was well over 100 figures released, including 5 or 6 Anakins and 5 or 6 Obi-Wans, that this was the only Padme released in 2005. Really disappointing, to be honest. The figure that I feel like should be made and still hasn't been made in the entire history of Star Wars is the outfit she wears when she's with Bail Organa and Mon Mothma in the Senate, and has the quote, "So this is how liberty dies," with thunderous applause. It's such an iconic scene, an iconic line, and one of the probably top outfits that she wears in the prequel trilogy, and that one doesn't have a figure. So definitely interesting that they chose this iteration, especially given this is when Anakin force chokes her. So interesting choice all around. That's all I'll say on that. I think I would have chosen a different scene, but a pretty good figure. So what are my final thoughts on Padme Amidala? This one pains me. This one's nonsense. Definitely not the iconic outfit. The paint detailing is rough and the face sculpt is not great. This stand is really cool and really awesome inclusion. However, this figure, not the best. I really wish they had more Padme in the line, or had chosen a different outfit. Could have been so much better. So as much as it pains me to say it, this one's nonsense. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.